the reason I was off is because everybody sucked. And there was nobody to fight. But with this belt, I want to defend it against Jorge Masvidal. Had a good last fight.
Let's talk about Nate Diaz, okay? A fan favorite and younger brother of legend Nick Diaz, who I just did a video about, by the way. A really good video. Click the link in the description. It's a lovely video. It tells you all about Nick Diaz. But now Nate Diaz, okay? He started his UFC career in 2007. He won all 3 fights in The Ultimate Fighter. And then he won the finale. Previous to that, he was 5-2 in some small organizations. Overall, his record is 21 wins, 13 losses. It is what it is. But in the UFC, officially, he won his first 5 fights, and we knew he had something special here because his brother Nick was already doing some incredible things in the MMA world. Nate Diaz had his ups and downs in his career overall, but because of his link to Nick Diaz and his mouth, people just loved him. Okay, the way he would act. Okay, he would talk shit his entire career. Didn't give a shit about anyone or anything, just like his brother Nick. Okay, early in his career, he was already talking shit. Nate was really a submission specialist like his brother Nick, but he also had great stand-up as well like his brother. He won many of his fights by submission. He showed incredible Gracie Jiu-Jitsu skills. Here's a couple of examples.
One arm that's trapped here. He's going to try it again. Miller trying to break free. He's going to tap. Nate Diaz becomes the first man to stop Jim Miller. Brings him down, but he's got to look out for a triangle. He's got to look out for that right leg. If Nate Diaz gets that right leg over, he's got it. He locked it down. Nate Diaz says he's going to win. Look at Nate Diaz. Double fingers and a fully locked and tied. It is all over. Whoa! Nate Diaz.
Now his post-fight interviews, now that can make or break a fighter's career, you know what I mean? They were always incredible. He had little respect for anyone else in the UFC, at least that's how it appeared, especially in his weight class. Here's a couple of his post-fight interviews that showed what he really thought of everyone else.
I mean,
who's the champion of my weight class? 55 and 70.
55's Khabib.
Okay.
70's Kamaru Usman.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be nice.
I feel like I'm just better and cooler than those guys. What the hell do I want to fight them for?
I would have had a lot more knockouts on my record, but as soon as they see and landed on, they start shooting, all of a sudden they're wrestlers, so.
Now Nate took the big leap into stardom when he called out Conor McGregor after a fight with Michael Johnson. Okay, here's some of the highlights here. He had a great fight with Michael Johnson, unbelievable, and his call out was legendary.
Fuck that! Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker! I'm gonna fight your fucking ass! You know what's the real fight, what's the real money fight is me, not these clowns that you already punked at the press conference. Don't no one want to see that, you know you beat them already. That's the easy fight. You want that real shit right here. Hey, and I'm not...
Unfortunately, we can't talk like that on Fox.
So that call out changed everything. I've never heard anything like it. Actually, we've heard some call outs before. That was amazing. He went nuts. He didn't give a shit, okay, that they were on national TV. This rocked the MMA world. Now, of course, the lead up to the Conor McGregor first fight was some of the best pre-fight conferences ever in the UFC. Conor would do his usual shit talk, well prepared, very well done, but Nate was the one guy who couldn't be fazed, okay? His comebacks were perfect, just like he didn't give a shit, and he put everything back into perspective, okay? It's gonna be a fight, we'll see what happens, and that's the end of that. I don't give a shit what you say. Check it out.
He's like a little cholo gangster from the hood, but at the same time he coaches kids jiu-jitsu on a Sunday morning and goes on bike rides with the elderly. He makes gun signs with the right hand and animal balloons with the left hand. So you're a credit to the community.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Bell. I don't give a fuck what you say, motherfucker. Yeah, thugging on mine, motherfucker. What you got? Fuck your bitch ass belt too.
Fuck the belt. I don't give a fuck about the belt. The only belt I care about.
Everywhere? Why you bring it everywhere? Why you bring it everywhere?
Fuck about nothing. The only thing I give a fuck about is the check, and my checks are super heavy. Your 2 teammates were on steroids. That's your 2 boys, the scrap pack. Remember that? Well, damn, they were. Did you know they were taking that stuff? Did you know they were taking that stuff? Did you?
You're on steroids.
Sure I am. I'm just an animal. I'm just an animal.
So in the end, that first fight, man, it was incredible. Okay, it was in 2016. Nate Diaz won by submission. Here's the end.
Connor's in serious trouble. trouble. 1 minute on the clock. Diaz gets the mouth. My goodness. Now he's got the back.
Out. That's it. He's got the choke.
Nate Diaz.
He's out.
He has done it. Nate Diaz beats Conor McGregor.
You see that? He played with Conor McGregor. McGregor played right into Diaz's game. It just shows that although Nate Diaz may sound like a dopey kind of thug, he actually knows the MMA game very, very, very well. And that initial post-fight speech after that first fight, that also rocked the world one more time. Check it out.
How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised.
Now, they had a rematch 5 months later. It went to decision, okay? It was another incredible fight. They gave the nod to Conor in that one, but it could have gone either way. This little rivalry left the MMA world clamoring for a third fight, a trilogy, but it could never come together. Now, Nate Diaz finished his UFC career going 2-2. He beat Anthony Pettis, he lost to George Masvidal, Leon Edwards, and then finally defeated Tony Ferguson in 2022, and that was that. Let's just recall that fight against Leon Edwards, though. Top contender Leon Edwards, okay? This went the distance, okay? And Leon, at his peak, he won by decision. But remember that final round, okay? When we all thought Leon would coast the rest of the fight into the victory. Diaz caught him, and the fans went nuts.
So when you do that for fun as well as jiu-jitsu and boxing.
He heard it. He heard it again. He heard it again.
1 minute, Nate's got to go to work.
Oh my goodness.
You got to be kidding me.
My goodness. He's got him hurt. Leon's in real trouble.
Diaz has Leon Edwards on the ropes.
So in the end, Nate Diaz had a tremendous MMA career with the UFC. And back in 2023, of course, he had that silly boxing match against Jake Paul. He lost by decision. It was somewhat entertaining, of course, because it's Nate Diaz, and he reportedly made about $500K off that match. But let's take a look at Nate Diaz's UFC earnings, okay? Now, just previous to the Conor McGregor fight, Nate made $40,000 for beating Michael Johnson. Oh my God. 40 grand. 20 to show, 20 to win. Nate Diaz. For the first Conor McGregor fight, he made a tidy 500 grand as a salary. And for the second fight, $2 million. They both made a cut of the pay-per-view as well, so overall they made millions more, especially Conor McGregor. But the overall Nate Diaz, in his 2 McGregor fights, he made more than he did in his entire MMA career. Wow. May we celebrate the MMA career of Nate Diaz. Now, he never officially retired, and there are rumors that he may actually make a comeback against Conor McGregor, that third fight that we all wanted. And it could be at the White House next year. I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. It's a beautiful day out here. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and we're going to have lots more fun, lots more entertaining news, sports, media, MMA news, all that good shit. Here's to all of you. And that ain't coffee, folks. No friggin' way.